When you change your environment, you can gain a different perspective, and that can be extremely helpful in all different areas of your life.
Hi, it's Kim.
Hi, it's Christine.
We are here to help you navigate change. Before we start, make sure you like, share, and subscribe because you want to be the first one to know when we get new videos.
So, one of the things that you can do is change where you're working from. So, whether it's working outside instead of inside or working in a different room, that can really help to improve your creativity. And also, if you feel stuck and just unmotivated, your body's gonna not be used to that environment. So it's gonna be less likely to get distracted the same way.
And Kristine and I, it's funny because we have the best example. So we started reading a book. And when you write a book, I mean, it's a long conversation, it's a lot of thinking, it's very intellectual. And we find that after a few hours, we were getting that slope of low creativity, and we just needed to stand up and switch room in the house. So we were long distance. So, she went in the living room, I went in the kitchen, and just the movement actually. So just going up and walking towards a new location, all those ideas were coming up, and we have our computer in our hand, and we just keep talking to each other. So as much as the environment around you where you're going to go have an impact on your psychological creativity and how you see things, also the movement of doing it. So you actually having your body do an action, and it's just reboost it, and then you can keep going.
That's a great point, and definitely very true for us. There are two things that you mentioned that I want to talk about. The first one is actually moving. So getting up, going for a walk, doing exercise. That's really, really great for boosting that creativity, that productive energy, and being able to kind of get back into the work that you're doing. The other thing is physically moving and relocating. Kim and I have both moved around a bit, and Kim definitely a lot more than I have. But whenever we've relocated, it's really allowed us to gain a different perspective on our life, on ourselves, on what we're going through.
Yes, absolutely. So moving is one of the 5 things in your life that can happen to you that's the most stressful, okay? But like in life, it's the vision you have of it. So my family and I always saw those move as a new adventure. So we were always looking at it in perspective of gaining new knowledge, or having different experience. It definitely changes perspective on a lot of things.
When you move, you're usually relying on yourself. You don't really know the people where you're going. And so it really forces you to go, okay, like, what don't I know? What do I need to know? What am I not very confident in that I need to get more confident in? Maybe it's a different language. Maybe it's networking. Maybe it's building social groups. Maybe it's developing skills so you can get a new job where you're going. There are all kinds of different things. And also, it kind of really reiterates what you value. Like, material positions become less valuable for sure, and also the connections that you have. So keeping those people in your life that are really important tend to be a big part as well.
So we're not telling you to drop everything and just move in another country or another location. I mean, if it suits your life, great. If the opportunity comes, great. But one easy way you can do that, and I'm sure Kristine will agree with me, travel.
Mm-hmm.
If you can drop everything and move, if the opportunity is not there, it's not for everybody, but traveling is available to everyone. Traveling doesn't mean going in another country. Obviously, if you go in another country, there's a bunch of advantage where you can learn a new language, you see a new perspective, you learn a new culture. But even, you feel stuck, go on a 1-day road trip. Bring your favorite people, go on a 1-day road trip, look outside, take time to observe what's going on around you in that new location. If you go on a trip, okay, and you have your eyes like that, and you only think about you're on a trip, you're on a trip, you're on a trip, you're not learning out of the experience. You're not maximizing the experience, right? So what we're telling you is that doesn't matter if you're moving or you're going a 1-day trip or you're going a 1-week trip, be open to opportunity, look around, learn from it, Creativity is boosted by all those beautiful things you see and hear. So, you know, if you're blind or if you have visual issue, listen at the noise. Usually, if you have disability, you're really good at feeling your sense. So try this thing, taste new thing, feel new thing, hear new thing, see new thing. Just be open to everything that's different, because that's where you're going to grow the most.
I completely agree with you, and retreats are another amazing avenue for gaining new perspective. There are all kinds of retreats, like there are yoga retreats, there are meditation retreats, there are wellness retreats, there are sports retreats, like there are all kinds of things all around.
One thing I hear from clients is that, oh, I don't have time nor the money. I don't have money to go on retreat. I don't have money. I don't have time for that. Retreat can be done at home. You can take that amount of time for yourself to isolate yourself and bring your mind in another destination by doing visualization, meditation. It doesn't have to be an expensive retreat. It needs to be a time for you, dedicated for you, where you're going to do the constant effort to bring yourself in another place, to be able to open your horizon and be, you know, open to welcoming new experience.
If you want something badly enough, you will find a way to make it happen. So if you want to go to a different country, there are tons of free options, like you can volunteer and be part of an organization that way, or there are like different hostel kind of opportunities, or like Kim mentioned, you can even have your own personal retreat in your space. As much as possible though, try to get outside of your space, because that's the whole point, right? Is to change your environment, to get that new perspective, to really leverage to get the most out of it. Like Kim mentioned, you have to use all of your senses and really get immersed in that experience. And it really works the best when you're on your own, because that's when you can really think about what you're experiencing. Like, I mean, if you think about it, when you go to a networking event or something and you bring a partner along, whether it's a friend or an intimate partner, you're not going to meet as many people the same way, and you're not going to connect with new people because you don't really have that need to, because you're bringing your safety net with you.
There's also this feeling of achievement. If you go alone, you know, you come back and you have that pride that you went alone and you met those people. So it also brings a feeling of pride and achievement.
And confidence, right? Like the idea that you did something by yourself and it ended up okay and you had a fun time, and and even if you learned something, that's bonus.
So I hope you really liked the video we did today. If you have any other subject you would like us to talk about, please feel free to write them in the comment section below.
And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please click the like button below and subscribe to our channel for more videos.
And we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.